Yo, what's good, guys? This is part one of my new series, making useless superpowers useful. I'm not going to lie to you. I just googled the top 10 most useless superpowers, and I'm just going to make them useful. If you think you have more useless superpowers, add them in the comments. The first one, detachable limbs. I don't know how this is in the top 10 worst superpowers. Imagine the possibilities of detachable limbs. Imagine you can literally sit at home and then your legs could be out there curb stomping someone. Your legs could be out there kicking someone, like all the way halfway across the city, and no one would know. That's like the perfect superpower for like assassinations and stuff. You will forever have an alibi. Because literally, you can be one place and your limbs can be another place doing something. Now you're saying, Mark, how are you going to know what to do if your limbs are over there? I don't know, send a drone or something. This power is useful. It's basically just having multiple bodies. That's basically what it is. You're just dividing yourself and doing multiple things. It's so useful. Making useless superpowers useful, part 2. So this superpower that we're going with is the ability to control one singular fly, not multiple, one. So this power is actually broken. I don't know how it's on the list of top 10 most useless superpowers according to Google, but let's get into it. So if you can control one fly, you can just make that fly the leader of multiple flies. Like you're smart enough to control that one fly so that one fly is doing your actions. I'm sure you can become the leader of multiple flies. Now imagine you can control that one fly to control 1,000. Flies only have a lifespan of about 2 weeks, but after it dies, just control the next leader. You can control one fly at a time, but after it dies, just go to the next one. Over time, you could build up an army of flies and just flood the city, flood the world. Like imagine the power you'd hold by controlling the emperor of flies. I just realizing I'm turning into a supervillain day by day, but that doesn't matter. List your next useless superpower in the comment, and I might make a video on it. Let's see. Making useless superpowers useful, part 3. So this is our first comment suggestion, and this comes from Snorlax67 from YouTube. So the superpower he suggested is being able to control metal but with your pinky finger. He clarified an unlimited amount of metal. Already overpowered. You can just control any metal. You can control the metal from out of somebody. But let's stop there. Let's make it more difficult because we already know how that would end. I'll say you can control an amount of metal that your pinky finger could theoretically lift. That makes it a little bit more difficult, still overpowered. Let me see. You can still control a lot of knives, multiple bullets, crazy amounts of bullets. You can stop metal. Like, it's still overpowered. No matter how much you can control, even if you could only control a singular coin, you could turn that coin into a projectile that you can just control. I'm not going to lie, anything that involves metal is just overpowered. Drop another useless superpower in the comments for me to make useful. Get better, guys. This is too easy. Making useless superpowers useful, part 4. Today, we'll be looking at a superpower that was taken from the TikTok comment section from the user Lactic Grill. He said the superpower is being able to walk faster. I asked him to clarify, and he said being able to walk 14 miles per hour. The keyword is walk. Let me tell you. So, if it was running, that would be top form. That's almost the female world record for the fastest mile. So, if you're able to walk 14 miles per hour, that's literally impossible. To be able to walk 14 miles per hour, each step you would have to travel about 11 to 12 feet. Once again, I cannot reiterate this enough, which is impossible. So let's assume that every step you take will convert to 11 to 12 feet. So the average male step is 2.5 feet when you're walking normal. So let's assume every time you step 2.5 feet, you're actually traveling 12. So you just be teleporting. That's what I'm getting from this. So every step you take, you'd be teleporting an extra 9 feet or 9.5 feet, which is crazy. That's just overpowered in general. That's just flash stepping. Imagine fighting someone that every step they take, they can just teleport to 9 feet anywhere in any direction because you can step anywhere in any direction. Come on, bro. Make it harder. You guys are making it too easy for me. Anyway, comment any more useless superpowers you want me to make useful. Try harder. Making useless superpowers useful, part 5. Today's superpower is taken from the YouTube comment section and it was commented by a user named JamJames3999, and the superpower he commented is the ability to create shockwaves but you are also affected by it. This is so easy. A solution to this is just create the shockwaves further away from you. It didn't specify that they have to come from you. It specified that you can create them. So you just become a ranged fighter, creating shockwaves next to your opponents. It's that simple. He clarified you have to be affected by it, but he didn't say how much you should be affected by it. Technically, if you create a shockwave and like a breeze from that shockwaves blows past, you are being affected by it. Just not as much as the person that just got torn to shreds by the initial shockwave. That's all I'm saying. It's that easy. Comment any more useless superpowers you want me to turn useful, and try harder. It's too easy now. Come on, guys. Making useless superpowers useful, part 6. Today we'll be looking at two superpowers. Both of them are taken from the TikTok comment section. The first superpower we'll be looking at is from Crack God. The superpower is being able to drive a car. He did not specify. The devil is in the details. I will be interpreting this as being able to drive any car needed for any situation you're in and being the best driver possible for that situation. Because he said being able to drive a car. So you will be able to drive the car you need for that situation and you'll be the best driver. The next superpower is from Draymond, and the superpower is skipping through time when you sleep. Crazy superpower. He did not specify how far in time you skip. So you could just go to sleep and wake up 10 years in the future or 5 minutes. I'm assuming you can control it because he didn't say you can't. That's just broken. That's just time travel. And he didn't say you can skip forward in time or skip backward. So that's just infinite time travel. You can time travel to the future or to the past. That's just overpowered. I don't need to explain that to you. Come on, guys. Try harder. Make it more difficult. I'll give you a tip. The tip is to add a lot of details so I can't mess with your wording. But that's beside the point. Try harder. The top comment, I will turn that into a video and make that useless superpower useful. Making useless superpowers useful, part 7. Today's superpower will be taken from the YouTube comment section by a user named Arcane Rain, and the superpower is being able to teleport anywhere you can think of, but your memory is terrible, which isn't really a bad downside, because you can just write it down or record your thoughts on your phone. So anytime you forget something, you can just check your phone. And for those who are saying, what if you forget the power? Just get a tattoo. If you have your power tattooed onto you, every time you see that tattoo, you'll remember that you have that power. And for those who are saying, what if you can't think of anywhere because your memory is bad and it's hard to recall places? You have Google. Google image search wherever you want to go, and you just look at the image and think about it. It's that simple. Come on, guys, try harder. Making useless superpowers useful, part 8. Today's useless superpower will be taken from the TikTok comment section by a user named Ash Digester, and he said, Batman, my superpower is radiation, but you also get radiated. Which sounds good at the beginning, but he didn't specify. So I'm going to interpret this as having total control over radiation. So you can just throw gamma radiation at people, which is the most dangerous form of radiation. And he said you must also get radiated. He didn't say what type of radiation should affect you. So I'm just going to say every time you use your power, you get affected by non-ionizing radiation, which affected is a strong word because non-ionizing radiation doesn't really affect you, but it is what's in light and radio wave. So you're technically being affected, but there's no negative side effects of it. Comment any other useless superpowers in the comment section and like and follow. Making useless superpowers useful, part 9. Today we'll be looking at a superpower taken from the YouTube comment section by a user named Destiny Dicer 28. The superpower that he suggested is you have the ability to create a black hole, but it can only be used twice in your lifetime, which isn't really a downside because you only need to use it once or twice. The first time you use it, you can just use it to prove that you can do it. Show the world or the universe by creating a giant black hole that destroys something, or just show that you can create it. And then after that, the world knows that you can create a black hole. You don't have to tell them that it's only twice. They'll think you can create infinite black holes. So you just bluff your way through life, and that's it. You can do whatever you want now. And if you need to create a second one to save or end the world, you can. So even if people don't believe it the first time, the second time, they have to believe you or just die trying to kill you. It's that simple. Anyway, comment any more useless superpower you want me to turn useful in the comment section. See you guys next time.